pop up all up till Christmas, I guess. Up till Christmas, they go through the first of the year of next year, but for now, it's all through Christmas. And it's why are we doing this? Because we are celebrating our main item here, Soar Fresh, the launch, the holiday launch. And we hope it's bringing you all the joy in the world that we get, That's what we're trying to give, what we get from this to you. And I always said it's my mocktail in a bottle. So just here you go. So don't forget to get it right here. You scan the QR code right in front of you, right here, $5.95. And because you're so special, for the whole month of December, we're having a 50% off. That's what we do every December. We have our holiday sale, 50% off everything you purchase. And this is included as well. So because of that, you can get one for you, one for your friends, one for your family, and just spread the love all over the place. And we are here for it. Now, since we have to ship it to you, we will need you to order as soon as possible because you may get it, but not before Christmas. So that's one thing that we want to let you know. But go to the website, order, store fresh. I don't know why I want to say soar fresh. Stay fresh, stay soar, refresh beautifully. And that's what we like to say right here. Okay, so we're going to go through all this almost every day. Well, we're not here every day, but we're here. I'm trying to do it every Sunday and probably one or two other times in the week. So that's what I'm trying to do. Because last year we had a whole month, like up for the 25 days because of the Advent calendar. So we can't do that this year, but we're going to do our Advent calendar today. Whenever we come up here, we do our Advent calendar as well, so we can share the joy with you. And I hope you're keeping up with that because that challenge keeps me challenged. And I hope it's challenging you as well. Today is what? December 14th. Oh my God. Can you believe it? It's 14 days already since the month of December. And if you don't want to believe time is flying, you best believe it because it is flying all over the place. But today is our year-end Be Your Business Checkup Challenge. And it's the time where, let me go straight to the website. It's a time where you get to check up what you're doing in your business. If it's your family business, if it's your business, you got to get all that stuff together. Your taxes, your deductibles, all the expenses that you did for the whole year, all your revenues that you did, make sure it's lining up. If you have your accountant, to bring everything to them so they can get that done for you so that 2026 will be even more profitable than this year was. And that's what we're trying to get everybody to do. So that's part of the challenge for today. And I hope you're seeing it. Remember the challenge, we try to get the challenge out by midnight every day, right? The following day. Yeah, by midnight. If not, it's going to be a few minutes after, but we try to get that out to you early in the morning so you could have the whole day to do whatever you got to do. So it's not just luxuriating. It's not just having fun. It's also getting your business together because that's what we do. Whole body, mind, spirit, everything in check so God can be glorified by you because you're stewarding well. Praise God. Okay, so now we're going to scroll down here. Don't forget everything. We do this so you can see the website as well. Everything up here is 50% off. Holiday 50 is your code that you use. And then for the other order 10 is also another code that we have. But I'm thinking the holiday, at least during December, holiday 50 will give you a bigger percentage off. So you need to use that as well. You score it down here. You're going to see our Soar Fresh. And don't forget, you can go right here and you can purchase your Soar Fresh right there. We try to make it easy for you so you don't have to go all the way to Fava a la carte. And if you need to, Fava a la carte is right here. So you can also go straight there and place your order as well. And other items. Remember, it's not just Fava a la carte. It's not just Soar Fresh. It's all our items in our Fava market are there for you for 50% off. And remember, it's not just luxuriation. It's also giving the gift of freedom. Donate to liberate. And that's what we do with our drinks. And every item that's in our market, everything proceeds go towards human traffic victims and getting them liberated and empowering them into the purpose that God has for them. But also, if there's items with the Fava Reach logo on there, everything goes towards Fava Reach and helping our human traffic victims. So don't forget that. While you're getting and while you're buying, you're also giving the gift of liberation to someone somewhere in the world. Okay. Okay, so now we're scrolling down and we come to day 14 of the Advent calendar. Oh my God, I should have a little drum roll or something going on here, but here, day 14. Now remember, we made it quite simple. You click right here and you go straight to the website of our Fava Fave for this day, December 14th. We try to do a favorite thing and a challenge as well. And our favorite thing today is FreshBooks. And I use this software. Okay, let me see if I can get my, hold on one second here. I forgot to put my silent mode, so we're going to do that immediately. Okay. All right, there you go. And what was this? Okay. So you okay. So anyway. So today, FreshBooks, that's the software for your small business, and we use this, and I just love it. It's so user friendly because I know QuickBooks and I know I think ADP and all these other ones, and they're very good. This one is one that I use as well, and it's so good, user friendly. You get your invoices, you bill your clients, they pay you straight through the invoice. You don't have to go and do anything separate. They pay you right online. The money goes straight to your account. You get everything checked out. You check your expenses. You can do your payroll through there because I think it links you to Gusto. I think last year we featured Gusto. Gusto is a payroll part of that. A payroll app is an app or a software, I guess. But that's the other one that I like as well for payroll. I mean, everything in there, amazing. I just love that these two work together hand in hand. And I mean, user friendly. Like I have a finance degree, of course, but if you didn't have a degree, you could use this. I mean, so user friendly. And the link everything. What I like is that you can make that you send your clients the invoice, and the client just pays it right from the invoice to get in their email, and they pay you, the money goes straight to your bank account, and that's it, just like that. And so that's a very good feature. You get all your spent expenses together, your revenues together, and you're ready for your taxes, and you can send that straight to your accountant or whatever it is that you do. I'm not sure how you do that, TurboTax, whatever. So I just love this. And so that's our Fava Fave today. Like I said, sometimes we link our Fava Faves with our challenge, but today the Fava Fave is linked. Sometimes we're not going to do it, but today it is, because I just have to highlight this. And you see how they say it's for freelancers, solopreneurs, businesses with employees, businesses with contractors, because I had to do something like this with a contract. And it just does a wonderful job. And I know it will really bless your heart if you don't have something that you're using right now, or you're looking for something to use, or you may not be satisfied with what you have. Look into FreshBooks, and I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It really, I mean, the first time I came across it, I was still at my other job, and we're looking for softwares to use, and I found it. And then I said, well, why not use it for my business? So it is really, I just like it. For me, it works well because even if you know you know the business and everything that you want, because of there's so much going on, you need something that's user friendly. You could use it, you can understand it, and you don't have to do too much. And for me, that FreshBooks works really good like that. Really, really good. Okay, so that's our Fava Fave for the day. And we go down here to the challenge, Stewarded Advent Challenge Access. And that's where you click to get the challenge for the day. And what we do is we leave all the previous dates up so that even if you missed a day, you could go back and do it. Because this is not just for this. You can use this for your life, for the whole year, actually. I mean, we just try to highlight things during this time so we can have a challenge that kind of rounds you up. It's not just thinking about, oh, I'm giving, or you're giving, you're getting, you're blessing, and you're getting your business together. So it's like the whole round situation. So you end your year well, very, very well. Okay. So we just skip through here. You go to December 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just keep going until we get to the day, which is today, which is the 14th of December. And the challenge for the day is, I think I told you already, year end be your business checkup. Ensure that your business is sound and ready for a what? Profitable 2026. That's what it's all about. We don't want to have unprofitable, we want profit. And so that's what being a good steward is. So we linked it here, and then you have your Fava Fave, and you can go straight to the website through here, or you could click right here and go to the website. We made everything available to you, so you have no excuse. And so you can go there as well through this avenue as well. So that's what it is for December 14th. You have a few more hours to check into your business, see what's going on. Is there something I'm missing? Is some paperwork I'm missing? Are there some clients I need to call so they could send their invoices or their 1099s or whatever it is that you want? All the paperwork, try to get it together. And if you haven't started it, you should have started already. But if you haven't, it's a good time to start. And if you have already, you can round up everything and get everything together like we do over here. We try and get all our paperwork together over here. We have to start looking into the different softwares that we need, especially for taxes and all that good stuff. So just get that together so you can have a profitable 2026 And that's what God wants for us. Okay. So there we go. December 14th, Advent Challenge of the Day. Get it together, have some fun, and watch your life be amazing. And while you're doing that, don't forget Store Fresh, $5.95 QR code right here. And right here, we don't want to forget our QR code for Fava Reach. Donate, 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 donate. While you're going around, donate. Even if you put $1, I love when you go to the stores and you're shopping in the malls and everything, and they tell you, you want to donate $1 to St. Jude's or something, and you're like, yeah, just add $1 to that, or probably next summer, whatever. But that shows you the impact of just $1. So we here feel $1 is just as important as a million. Every dollar counts, and it helps us do what God wants us to do. So don't forget to do that. QR code, Store Fresh, QR code, Father Reach, and we can help some people that need help. Don't forget to send us your comments in the comment section of what you want us to do, what you'd like us to highlight for the new year, anything you want us to do with our anything you'd like done with what we do here, just anything that you want to comment. We take those as well because they help us do what we do even better. Also, our YouTubers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that it's good for the algorithm. It's also good to help other people get the message that we're sharing here so it can impact their lives as well and they can be empowered. Our Facebookers, like and share. Instagram, I think you just like. I'm not sure if I think, yeah, you can share, like and share as well. And our TikTokers is a whole different level of TikTokers, but yeah, but everywhere you see this, like and share and subscribe and whatever it is that, however it is that they tell you to do it, because it all helps us here. And remember, we're about helping others and adding value everywhere we go. Oh my God. If you have that in your mindset, it will just change the way you look at things. It will change the way you look at life. Even in the holidays, I tell people refuse to be depressed. I don't care if you have $1. Refuse, make that $1 do something. Create something, cook something, enjoy yourself, put some music on, dance, and have some fun. But remember, we're celebrating the biggest gift ever. He is the gift. Jesus Christ was the gift that allows us to live the life we live today in abundance. So we have a right to celebrate him. It's all about him. So it's not about getting into yourself and getting depressed about what you can and cannot buy. Oh God, no. It's about celebrating Jesus, who came to give us life and life more abundantly. He gave all that we could have. And so it behooves us to celebrate that and focus on that as opposed to focusing on ourselves and what we have and what we don't have. Because anytime you give to others, you get blessed. I don't care what it is you give, you get blessed. And that is the thing that we need to understand. Giving, the Bible says it's better to give than to receive. So don't let everything in the commercialization and all that kind of stuff get to you. No, keep the reason in mind, and you will always do great things. Because I've seen some people and how they show you how you can create gifts. Even I like the gifts where they have, what do they call it, where it's like some $10 or less or whatever, and you have to get creative and give gifts, and you gift exchange and all that good stuff. And it just blesses me. Every time I've done that game as much, and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to get a good gift under $10 or whatever? But no matter what you get, it just becomes the most fun thing in the world because you're not given based on necessarily. I mean, some people get into themselves about it too. I mean, there's always one or two here and there. But for the most part, it just brings such delight and fun because you're spending so much already. Just doing something a little less with a good motive just boosts your whole entire situation. So always, we're not here trying to get ourselves. That's why we do this whole challenge. So you can see how to get your whole self together without getting into depression and what this one has and what this one will have. No, focus on letting God use you to have him bless you so you can bless others and you can keep that whole cycle going and God can be glorified. And so you enter the new year refreshed beautifully, of course. You will get refreshed beautifully and you can bless others. And that's what it's all about. So don't forget to do that. Keep that in mind this year. That's why we're just focusing on the challenge and our sword fresh and all that good stuff, because we just want to let you all understand this time is the most wonderful time of the year. And it's mainly because we celebrate Jesus and the life he died and rose again to give to us. And that is worth the whole year's celebration. My goodness. Okay. We always try on Sundays, we try to add our little, get back to our steward segments a little bit so we can see what's going on in the media. It's media, or what do you call it? Let me see. Is it the media? Web training? Hold on. I think it's this one, y'all. Hold on. To see what's going on with our investment situation. That's what we got to stay focused on now. Let me tell you, this situation over here in these streets, I mean, the stocks have been doing a bungee jump, all kinds of stuff been going. I'm like, what is going on? Like, even when you're thinking that things should be going up, there's things they're having an issue even with Netflix and the whole merger that's trying to happen with what is it, Warner Brothers? They said hostile takeover, this whatever they're talking about taking over with another company, Paramount or something like that. And then they're talking about then this when the price should have gone up because that's a decent deal. The price of Netflix went down a bit on the stock, and it's just been all over the place. But like Nvidia, like we're seeing right here, they were up to like 180 something, I think, $187 per share. And they went down a couple of days ago to 175. That we're not sure. Then they're talking about the tech industry. People are having they're not secure, or they're not feeling too comfortable with the AI situation, and they're trying to bring up negatives. And I'm like, AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere right now. Like really, you know what I mean? So I just it's just all these different things that are going on. That's why I tell you, no matter what you have, no matter how much, how well it's doing, just pray because you need God to keep everything together. Because it's like, woo, it's just up and down, up and down, up and down. But we're here, and God is doing great things. Like in videos at 175 agents. But what I've been noticing, the REITs. That's why I tell you, stay with the little REITs, the agencies, because they have just been resilient. I mean, they go down a little couple of pennies here and there, then they pick up a couple of dollars here and they pick right back up. Agency still 1032. I think GNL was at 8 something. I'm not sure if they went down to 7. And they're doing well. Yes, this one right here is doing well as well. And that's one of the what you call that weekly dividends. And let me tell you, they have been performing quite nicely. Okay, so you all need to. That's what I'm telling you. Look at the weeklies; they add to your situation, and they've been performing now. The TSYY has been down a little bit. It's like $6.09 or something like that. It went down to 601, but then it comes up a little bit to like 619, and it's just back and forth there. Not in the $7 range yet, but close to it. So it's just, but the dividends are coming in. That's the thing you want. You want to have. That's why I tell you, in times like these, you need the dividends to balance off. That's why the triple threat is just a wonderful thing. If one's underperforming, the other one performs, and but it's bringing an increase into your portfolio. So that's what we want to look at. So Yeth has been doing decently. I don't have this one. I don't have Apple has been doing good too. That's one that's resilient right now. And Google as well. Google always does well, but it's been going. It went down a little bit, but it's still in the $300 range. So they've been doing pretty nicely. So, like I said, there's a few of them that are really getting hit, and I think Netflix got a hit. I think it was at when they did the split, it was like 111 and change. Now it's at 95, I believe. Let me see if I can put Netflix in here. It's just been in a frenzy right now, but God is good. Let me tell you. Hold on one second. Okay, Netflix 95.19, and that's going up because it gone down to I think about a 94 or something. So it's at 95.19, but still resilient. I think they said the merger is still going on. There's some things going on there, but I'm not sure. I thought it was a done deal, but apparently something can still happen. So we don't know what's going to happen yet. But for now, it's decent. Okay. Okay. GNL, see, it's at 828, which is decent because normally it's like hovering in the sevens and stuff. So that's decent. Nvidia is at TSYY, it's at 611, came up a little bit, but still down from where it was when I first saw it. It was at 7 something, I think. Yeth is right there. AGNC is right there. So we're seeing that a lot of them are still hovering. I think the tech situation, the tech industries are getting, the different companies are getting a kind of a little hit because a lot of them lost a little bit, but not too much. They're still keeping up, keeping up. The Teslas, I think who has the Amazon, Microsoft, but they're still at a high range. It's not too low, but they took a little hit. They've been, a little topsy there for a minute. And even the ETFs now, that's why it's another thing to have the ETFs, like the VUs and the SPY and what's the other one? What's the other one we have? Is VUs, QQQ. These have been, they're You see they've taken a little hit, go down a little bit, but they're still in the high sixes. Meta is also still there as well. Let me see if I can get SPY. SPY has also been performing quite nicely. I've been noticing that right there, 681. So you see they're still above the 600. So they're high up there. They go down a little bit, they pick up a little bit, but they're still doing well. So you want to, and it's also a good balance. Like when you're when you have these times where there's a roller coaster up and down, having the ETFs because they're a pool of all these different companies is a little less risky. And so that's why it's always good to have them in your portfolio as well as just the single companies by themselves. So that's also something you need to have because you see they're all in the sixes, although they go down a little bit here and there, but they're not going down too much. And so that can keep you. It's just a little expensive. And so, but that's why we're telling you all along, even if you can do fractional shares, like with $50, $20, $100, whatever, you can buy a full share right away. But if you keep consistently buying fractional shares, then it'll just build and build and build until you could do like 10 shares at one time. Okay. Then that's our goal. We have goals right now to get to those places, right? But you start, and that's the key thing right here. If you start, you're gonna get there, and you're that's the goal. So just start and keep it moving, because every time you like again, that compounding is what's keeping you going. You get those dividends, and you compound, and you compound, and you compound, and you compound, and you look up, you're like, whoa, you know what I mean? So that's a beautiful thing. And I always tell people, even in these spaces, okay, and for me, everybody may not be saved or whatever, but even in this spaces, always pray, because God can show you a strategy, a little, like even our weeklies. That's a little strategy that just came to me the other day. I didn't know you could. I wasn't really focused on dividends weekly. I was focused on. I knew you could have options that give you money weekly, and I wasn't quite there yet. But I didn't know about the dividends, and that has really helped. And that came in right before all this volatility showed up. So something God will give you the strategies that will protect you and protect your portfolio, even in the midst of all this, and what you can and cannot do. Okay, and the REITs, that don't sleep on the REITs, because even if you don't have the monies, like we said, to get and to buy a piece of property, that's your way of getting into the real estate game without buying a property, without paying. We have to worry about rents, about tenants, about toilets, about termites. Okay, you're in there, and you're getting the dividends or the profits that are coming from these companies owning these large apartment complexes, these malls, all that stuff. SPG, they own a whole bunch of property for the mall properties. They own them, and the people just lease from them. So when they get these profits, they are obliged by law to give you dividends to all their shareholders. So that's a situation that's stable, because there are malls everywhere. There's going to be always apartment complexes, whatever, and commercial buildings. So you want to have those, because in times like these are stable situations are going to bring you some stable income. So it's not just all over the place. Okay. So if you can't buy a property, get in the REITs or the syndicated things or whatever, get in there, and you'll be getting monies back every week, every month, whatever it is. Okay. So that's why we tell you these are the I guess balancing the weights that balance the equation out. The ETFs, the REITs, for me, they do a very good job. So you want to try to do those as well. Okay. But yeah, just pray. I'm just like, when I'm looking, I'm like, well, what is this? What strategy do I use for this? And all that good stuff. And God will show you. Okay. All right. Let's go to the big one, to the NASDAQ, and see what's going on over there. Because that's where everything, and they were up. I was watching something. The Dow was down. The S&P 500 was down, but NASDAQ was kicking. I was like, okay, here we go. So they were doing well. So they've been doing good through all this. So, okay, where's my NASDAQ? Okay, here it is. I was like, wait a minute now. Okay. All right, here we go. And you saw I was looking at the dividends already. So you can see that. Okay, I'm always looking in there. Let's go back a bit. Probably here. Let me see if you go here to the home page. Okay, because I like to look at the activities that take place. Okay, most active by dollar volume, and again, especially if you're in the options, you need to know that. So that's the ones that are trading, like whether it's selling or buying, they're trading the most often, the highest volumes. People are working in there. SPY, you see, it went down a bit. TSLA, Tesla, QQQ went down a bit. Tesla went up, and Video went down a bit. Avgo went down a bit. IWM went down a bit. Apple went down a bit. Well, went up a bit, sorry. Microsoft went down a bit. Google went down a bit. And Meta went down a bit, but not too much. So they're still in a comfortable place because I think, yeah, that you can benefit from them as well. And again, whenever you see it go down, it's not time for you to give up. Just wait for the up. It's sale time. If you couldn't purchase at the high price, you try to purchase there because when the boom comes and they go back up again, you'll be right there to get all the profits and the volume and the value in your portfolio. So don't get discouraged when it comes to when you see some are losing a little bit. It's just because it's a sale time. Okay, people are selling a lot, and so the price goes down a bit. But that means you can get it at a good price. So when it goes back up, you're right in there to get that profit and that volume. Okay. All right. Okay. Tesla retail trading activity tracker. Tesla negative 7.02. Tesla's the only one that went down a bit. Sell -1, but it's still at a good place. So you still know you're getting value. Nvidia, Avgo, QQQ, and SPY all went up, and they have buys for the past week. Okay. So that's something that we know is a good thing, especially for that Nvidia. I love to see that Nvidia doing well because if it does well, you do well. And we have all this AI stuff coming, so we just have to be thankful for those. And all the other QQQ, SPY, yeah, doing good. I mean, especially SPY. When everything was going down, I said, oh my God, okay. So just try to get some of these shares if you can. All right. And then we have go back to see our dividends. I think we have somebody was mentioned. I saw something where they had some stock splits that may be coming up. So that may be something you may have to look into, but for now. Okay. Hey, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where's the dividend? Where'd they go to? Okay. Monday the 15th. I think I saw one that we work on that we mentioned here. I'm not sure where I saw it. It's either Monday or Tuesday. There's some dividends coming. Okay, I don't know where. I saw it right off the jump. It was like, oh, good, And again, check your brokerage firm, whatever it is you have you're invested, wherever it is you're invested, it's Fidelity, Schwab, your bank, whatever. Check and see because they tell you when every dividend company has dividends coming in, they let you know. So just always be aware of that. I thought it was somewhere I saw something and I recognize that's one of our companies that we are working with. Oh my goodness, no, I'm not seeing it. I know that, right? Like when you need something, you can't see it, but I saw it because I check on these things earlier on. Okay, let me see. Was it Tuesday, y'all? Is it? I think because what are we going to the 19th? I think it was AGNC or something. Maybe I'll see it again. For the Monday, I think it was Monday the 15th. So let's see what goes on here. Kill? Hold on. I saw it, guys. I can't remember. When I see it again, yeah. But just check it for yourself. It was one of the ones. I'm not just AG and C, or one of them have dividends coming. And Meta has dividends coming on the 15th. How much is that? 52, 53 cents a share. That's good. Oh my. Okay. So just check and see what's going on. And again, if none of your nothing in your portfolio is getting dividends this week, just do a little research on the other. Oh, look at this. Arden and PSKY Paramount Skydance Corporation class. Now that's something to look into, I guess. I've never really looked into the like movie stocks or whatever, but they're something that you should look into. Look at that. They have a dividend coming, but it's just 5 cents. And it's coming out on the 18th. Well, the ex-dividend date is the 18th, and then the payout date is the 2nd of January. I guess P-Sky, I guess. That's something you learn a lot of things when you look at these, even if you don't have them in your portfolio. Just look and see what companies are there, because you learn, okay, this is a company that you need to look into and you didn't know about, and then you can plan accordingly, put it on your watch list, see what's going on, do your research. I was looking at something, and I was reading about it, and they're saying this one person, he doesn't just get stocks based on dividends or whatever, or the price or whatever, but he looks at the company itself to see if it's a profitable company, which is something you should be doing. If it's a profitable company, if it's what they're, because they have their, I think you can get research on them for years, like everything they've had every year, the profitability in every year, so you could see how they've been progressing. You could also see if they're giving dividends. If the dividends are increasing every year, that's a company you want to go with. If they're decreasing, there's an issue. When it's decreasing, that means profits are going down, so they have to give you less profits. So you have to watch those, see if the company's performing well. And I think the other thing they said is to see if they're so profitable that other companies would buy them. And if they're not, if they're that, then you can probably think about investing in them. Okay, so that's another strategy that you should use as well when you're thinking about investing in a company. So then at least they have a good track record. That's why we like the Netflix and the Meta and the Nvidia and whoever, Amazon, Tesla, all these companies, because they have a track record of being good and producing a lot of millionaires because their stocks are doing that well, especially Nvidia. We have to remember that. So when we know that and they have that track record, it helps you make a decision as to if that's a company I should be invested in. Okay. So these are things you have to look at, even as we end the year with our Advent challenge. The challenge is always to make sure we make good investments and we bring profit. That's what the whole steward it is. Everything God gives us is so we could steward and make profit. So you want that to be the case. You want to make profit and you want God to be glorified, and you and your family and your children's children to be blessed because of that. Okay. So that's what it's all about. Checking and making it. What's it? He's checking his list. And what is that? Singing it twice. I can't remember that. It's not just sent to the guy to check the list. You got to check our list as well. I'm trying to find the other part of it. I can't remember. So we can be profitable and God can glorify. Oh my God. I enjoyed this, guys. And let me tell you, it's a challenge watching it and seeing what's going on, but it also lets you know what you need to pray for. Pray for this country. Pray for our economy, because it's not just one person does well. Everybody, if one does well, everybody does well. And pray for the world too. It's not just us. I mean, other countries as well. Pray to see God do a work in them and to see, because the Bible said when the righteous prosper, the people rejoice. When the wicked prosper, they don't rejoice. There's a lot of problems. So we got to pray for our country and our economy and say, God, I usually say, God, I'm in here. So you need to make some profit, because this is my situation too. So we have some skin in the game. So we need God to do great things. And he gives us strategies, and we get the success, and we get to thrive. We get to thrive. And what? Refresh beautifully. Oh my God. Get your copy today. Get your bottle today. Store fresh. Follow group. Scan the QR code. $5.95. Get your bottle today. I call it my mocktail in the bottle. Oh my God. And the desire. Not just Christmas season now. You can have it all year round. All year long, because there's so many benefits in these things. I heard somebody talking about it, another drink that they had, and talking about how refreshing it is, organic and natural. And this is definitely that. Everything simply natural, simply refreshing, and benefiting to your body. And that's the other thing, the other part that we sometimes skip over, but yeah, that's the most important thing right there. You're putting something good into your body and you get something good out. Okay. All right, people. Well, that's all we have today for our Fava Market holiday pop-up. And I hope you are enjoying the season and you're doing well and you're being a blessing wherever you are. And that's what it's all about. We're checking in on you to make sure you're doing well, to get you to buy your store fresh, to make sure you're getting your year stuff done well. And so we can end well and get into a wonderful situation in 2026, where we have already prepared ourselves for the increase God is giving. And we're not coming into it like, oh my God, oh no. We've taken care of 2025. We have prayed. We have given. We have blessed. We've gotten our books together, everything together, our mind, body, spirit, everything together, our money's together. And now we're ready for the increase that 2026 has to offer. So do what God has called you to do. Do it well, live well, be everything. Not like you are now. And God is to do that. Conversation.